the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Brooklyn Barons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll get it to Dixon, running left. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go now. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Over, over, over!
A run by Dixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
On the toss play, this is Dixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it. The 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
His man on the outside. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Throw again, and this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
3-19.
Here's Dixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied. This stage of the contest, boy.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Switch!
Now they try the right side here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side as his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now Dixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They're going to try and throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over, 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 over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Detroit, Detroit. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit. Over, 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 over.
Flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Gun, 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 gun. Over, 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 over.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Dixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Complete. That's Reynolds. The 30. Past the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there.
Now, Barney! Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll run it here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gone!
pitch to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now back out comes the offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll run it with Dixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Right back to Dixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Dixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney! Leopard, Leopard!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, that's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that. Expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watching now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Reynolds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. third and goal. Dixon, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46. Yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the home team here, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. LAD logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bet on bet. I got the demon on flats. I got a. I got the work on the avenue, they know what Tank said. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. The judge, they know what that. I can